Thank you very much, little Rodian. I can loot. Okay, let's talk to him.
Opana otobokasa, pampa ki mulira kunking. Changwaba chinyo shak achua penti, yun patisa.
I see the pieces from the starfish.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko
Exactly.
achua penti, yun patisa. Ikakinja nawabagaon.
Enlighten me about Exarchan.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chunamuri. Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Tong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Tong pano tong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Kachopa bogra shonko ta chicha. Chap diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winky smack toma. Kuya.
Who are the Trandushans?
Achua penti, yun patisa.
Also like the rodents.
Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winky smack toma.
Why are they here?
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Tong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Tong chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune. Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupornibo. Ki mulira ku.
I would like to ask you for
Ki
questions.
mulira.
Tell me about the system.
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Tong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Tong panok.
What's on Yavin for?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune. Chiwa aita kan kicha na chupor.
Pretty much.
Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na tong hitwama aki inko tune. Tong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Achua penti. Yun patis.
Sure.
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Tong hitwama achua penti. Yun patisa. Diska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winky smack toma. Kuki muli.
Oh, what? More stuff. Well, those. I need those. $4,000. Well, let's sell him a bunch of stuff. Sell. This one sell. Lightsabers. As much as I like them, I don't think I will need them. Maybe one of them. There was a lot of money. Neural band. I don't need more. Okay, let's do that. Let's do strength 1. And sell it.
Ki muli. Ki.
8,000. Okay, let's keep that in mind. And if he plays Pasaki, will be a fucking hard player. So I won't do that right now. Let's move for the Republic. Let's go to Tatooine finally. Tatooine travel. Let's skip that. No corruption. Those little things are okay, a bunch of old sculptures. The Republic fleet on the horizon.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Maybe Tatooine was another Shatter's heart.
Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but the howling emptiness of the Dune Sea. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yes, no doubt. We will go in order from this one up to the left, whatever is to the left first. What I'm lost. There you go. So it is Kandarus and Droid.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
Yeah. fact I know.
Zerka Corporation maintains this docking station at great expense. It is within our rights to refuse landing permission. And I warn you, we've had troublemakers before. The bay is lined with autoguns. Violence is not a survivable option.
Is there any way you could reconsider the fee?
I assure you that the fee is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world.
The money I'll save I will spend on just tours.
That does make sense. I suppose I could let it go this time. We need the business. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Give me some background context.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Tell me about your operations here.
I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it.
Come on, friend. Let me in on the details.
No, it's common knowledge, so there's no harm in telling you. It's a tale of bad business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company.
So Zerka Corporation set up shop on a barren planet?
Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
What do you mean by particular?
Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it.
What other forms of business are being looked at here?
Pursuits that appeal to the casual traveler. There are some fearsome native species that provide exciting hunting. There are also lengthy, barren wastes that serve as fine swoop tracks. Attracting business has been slow, however.
Well, the hunt certainly made it work eventually. What is known about the history of the planet?
Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals.
What species do you mean?
The Sand People. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animal than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate.
Have you had any trouble with the Sand People?
Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it.
The Sand People's Republic. Where can I get information about jobs like that?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take.